Elden Ring has quickly become one of the best and most played games of the year, but still, there's much mystery surrounding its lore. In this video series, we will attempt to explain and explore some of the stories that make this game so fascinating. Before we get into it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help our channel grow. In Elden Ring, there are many so-called outer gods, one of which, called the Greater Will, is responsible for you, the Tarnished, coming to the lands between. Not much is known or explained about the outer gods, only that they are infinitely powerful and that they want to have their influence known in the world. So, what is a Tarnished? Tarnished is someone who has been killed or died outside of the area known as the lands between, which is where the game takes place. But somehow they have been chosen and blessed by grace, which is the power of the outer god, known as the Greater Will. This means that some higher power wants you in the lands between to perform its will. In fact, there have been countless of Tarnished called to the lands between for this job, and every single one of them has failed. Tarnished can see the guidance of grace, giving them some divine wisdom as to where they should be going. So, what is grace? Grace is a manifestation of the Golden Order, the Greater Will's will. The lands between were occupied long before the Greater Will decided to come. There were even other gods here, which we will explain on another video. Before the Erdtree, there was likely another tree present in the lands between, an ancient tree, called the Great Tree, where all life was once blended together. This was the location of the primordial crucible, and it was very powerful. However, the Greater Will was able to destroy the crucible and take over the lands between by creating the Erdtree. From this point on, everything that had a relation with the Great Tree's crucible would be cast out of this world, for example spells and creatures. In the beginning, there were wars because of the Erdtree. However, as time went on and the wars were won, the Erdtree became the norm. The Greater Will needed help maintaining its message, not just the Erdtree. Thus, it uses the two fingers as its messenger, and the finger readers as the ones capable of understanding the two fingers' movements and interpret it into words. Throughout the game, it becomes clear that the two fingers are not there just to pass on messages, but they are also the holders of power, which are used to activate great runes once we have defeated important bosses. The two fingers, considered to be emissaries from the Greater Will, were the ones who chose Marika, a Numen, which is a race from outside the lands between, to become an Empyrean, a person who could be elevated to godhood and serve as a vessel for the Elden Ring. In the next video, we will begin a deep dive into Marika and her family to better understand the history of what happened before us, the Tarnished, arrived in the lands between. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel. See you in the next one.